Hey everyone, this is Rita with Sunshine Stitch Studio, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these super cute, quick and easy crochet scrunchies. Let's get started. For this project, you're going to need the following items. First and foremost, your crochet hook. I'm going to use a 5.5 millimeter hook because it's going to work very well with the yarn that I'll introduce to you in a minute. Depending on the yarn that you use, I think you can go anywhere between a 5 and a 6 millimeter crochet hook. Then you're going to need a tapestry needle for weaving in your two ends. Third, and really important, your scrunchie base. This is going to be whatever brand you choose. This is the brand that I really like that I get from my local pharmacy. This is a bulk package, 24 pieces in a pack. I do make a lot of these scrunchies, so that's why I get them. No damage on these, as it says. They're really good quality. These are for the thicker hair, so I like these because you can get a lot of yarn on them to make the scrunchies extra fluffy. Really nice, and that way it's all covered. So when you pull it, and you get that stretch, you don't see the black scrunchie underneath, which is great. Okay, and then last but not least, actually probably most importantly, after the scrunchie, is going to be our yarn. I'm using this Bernat velvet yarn. So just like the Bernat yarn that you're used to when you're making like baby blankets or really big stuffed animals, amigurumi, this Bernat velvet yarn is so soft, so buttery soft, so luxurious, that it just looks so beautiful and almost like upscale for scrunchies. I love this. This is the jewel blue color. Really pretty, super soft. But probably the nicest one is the velvet twist, which is another option. It's literally the same packaging, but it just says velvet twist on it. This purple velvet twist has obviously different shades of purple twisted in, so I love that a lot. I just keep collecting this yarn because it's so nice, and I think I'll use it for some other projects too. But now we're all set and we can get started, so let's go. I'm going to be using this lighter blue colored yarn for our tutorial today. So as we begin, our first step is making our slip knot. Okay, and what I normally do, for those who are super new at crochet, sometimes it's easier if you just leave a longer tail and then you just want to make a loop. So think of it like that. Make your circle, have them cross over, right? Just lay it right across. Okay, for those who find it hard, because I know for a while I couldn't get the hang of a slip knot. So what I do here is you grab, kind of pinch where they meet. I'll reach under, grab that extra tail, but don't pull it all the way through. You want to maybe move it here to meet the rest of your yarn, but pull that loop and you see it just like that. So now you've got this giant loop that you don't need. What you're going to do is fit it to your hook. Make sure that it's not too loose, which is something like this, where it's just going to pop right off, or super tight where you can't even move it on the hook. So what I'm doing here is utilizing a nice in between so we can get started on our project. So now I have it like this, and what we want to do is tie this yarn onto our scrunchie with our first double crochet. So I'm going to slide the hook through it this way, so that way now what I have is the scrunchie just like this. Okay, we have our yarn on our hook, we have a tail left over, which is fine, we'll weave in later, and now we have it like this. So for our double crochet, we know that it's just going to be yarn over. Okay, so let's do that again. Double crochet is yarn over. Then we are going to go back into this way, backwards towards you, and then under and out. Yarn over again, like it is here. It just happens to set itself up that way. Pull the loop back through. Right, so now you have 1, 2, 3 loops. Okay, the 3 loops on your hook, and this is the way your yarn sits. You are then going to yarn over again, and you may want to hold it like this to make it a little easier for yourself. And you want to pull through 2 of those loops. Oop, I missed one already. Good start. Right, pull through 2 of the loops. Then you're going to yarn over again and pull through the last 2. So yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. Let's do it again, right? Yarn over, go under, pull up a loop, So now you have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we are going to yarn over this way. We're going to go through these first two. Through the first two. We got 1, 2 left on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, let's do it again. Yarn over, right? Yarn over. Go under. Pull up a loop. Bring it back towards you. So now you have 1, 2, 3. Let me separate these a little bit more so you can see them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're going to yarn over. Pull through 2 of those. Okay. Yarn over and pull through 2 again. Okay. So you'll see that, there's all this empty space. Obviously, we've only just got started. Let's do it a couple more times. Okay. Now you see you've got what looks like already a significant chunk done with not even 10 double crochets. But what's going to happen is you'll find that you just go all the way around and it's not enough, because once you pull the scrunchie, you'll see all that black underneath exposed. And I think the goal here is to add as many double crochets as possible. So what you do is you keep sliding them this way and they kind of bunch together. So when they end up bunching together, they make these ruffles. And the ruffles give it that super cute 90s style scrunchie look. So I'm going to just do a couple more here. And then I'm going to speed it up. And I'll meet you when I do one set around before it gets really ruffly. So hold on. I'll meet you guys back here in a second. I'm going to just speed this up. So now I've done what appears to be a full ring of double crochet. Now, the only thing here is this looks super sad. Compared to this really cute fluffy scrunchie, this looks kind of bleh. So what we'll do is you'll notice that in order to get that ruffly look, right, you'll see we are just going to kind of open it there. And you are going to slide. And look at it just start to bunch like magic. It's amazing. And if you don't want it that roughly, feel free to just, pull it back in the opposite direction. But once again, just remember that if you stretch the scrunchie with your hand, the less ruffles you have, the less double crochets that you have, the more black you will see underneath. And like I said before, I think the idea is that you don't want to see this. You almost want it to look like one big, complete, ruffly scrunchie. So I'm going to keep bunching this up. I'm going to bunch some from the other side, right? And so now you see how ruffly that gets. What I'm going to then continue to do is double crochet all the way and just keep sliding every once in a while. So let's say if I add another, I don't know, let's say 3 or 4 double crochet, right? Let's say I do 1, this will be 2, then we have 3, so we've got 3 double crochet, and that kind of leaves you with a flatter portion. We're just going to go wee and slide that over, and it's going to keep bunching our scrunchie up, which is going to look super nice. So once again, I'm going to take this, I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to speed through it real quick and add as many double crochets as I can. So that way we have our nice big ruffly scrunchie. And you should do the same. Just keep adding until you're comfortable with the amount of ruffles that you have. Okay, I'll see you back in just a moment. All right, so now I've got my scrunchie as roughly as I'd like it. And now I have my ends, right? I cut it, trimmed off that excess there. And what I'm going to do is just pull that through. Make sure it's just like that. So now I have 2 ends that what I want to do now is take my tapestry needle or darning needle, whatever you call it. We're going to weave that right onto there. This I'm really bad at. There we go. First shot. And what we're going to do is you want to weave this completely through. I'm so sorry if you guys hear my dog's tippy tapping all over the place. He's just kind of in a good mood and dancing everywhere. So what I want to do is, getting back to this, is we want to weave it through all throughout here. in different directions. I like to throw, instead of pulling it through all the way, go like that and just kind of send it in different directions. So that way it's something that can't come undone. Okay, the point of this is to make sure it's very, very secure. You want to make a good quality gift or product or whatever you're trying to do with these scrunchies here. Even if it's just for yourself, you want it to last. You know the scrunchie on the inside is going to last, but why should this be falling apart when somebody's wearing it? So we want to keep weaving these ends till we're satisfied. Till we're satisfied with how secure they are there. Okay. I like to go in every which way just to make sure that everything is perfectly secure. Okay, and then that'll leave there. And let me do the other end as well. Okay. This was our tail from the beginning at the other end of our slip knot. Okay, so let me just slide that right on there. Whee! All right, awesome. Same deal through every, oh, I'm moving out of frame again, sorry. So every which way, just to make sure we are completely and totally secure. So you want to make sure it goes all throughout. I keep going in this way, excuse me, this direction. So I'm going to start sending it the other way. Okay. And once you're happy with how tight it is and how secure your scrunchie is, you want to take some scissors and cut those tails off. Hang on. So all I have to do is get as tight as possible. These are the wrong scissors to be using. I don't have my special scissors right now, but so you want to just go all it without cutting the rest of it. You got your little trash, and now you've got a complete scrunchie. Look how cute. Another one to add to the pile. I'm accumulating so many, and they are just the cutest things. Imagine if we tried to sit here and wear all of them on our wrist. Fabulous. What's really great about these guys is that these scrunchies, not only are they a great fashion accessory, they make phenomenal gifts. I give these to all of my girlfriends, my sisters, my mom even has one. I also sell them on my Etsy shop. They are quite the hot seller. And I just started doing craft fairs this year. And I find that if you put them on like a super cute display, something like this thing right here, move my camera, something like this, people absolutely love the scrunchies. They are an amazing seller. I do usually like, I don't know, fascinating to customers when they come over, because they're absolutely amazed at how your process works and how you crochet, and they love to see it because not everybody does it. So I'm really glad that I got to share this with you guys today. If you have any questions or anything you need to know, I will leave my email in the description box below, as well as a link to Joann Fabric, the Bernat Velvet yarn. So you can see all the different colors. This is not sponsored, not affiliated or anything like that. I just really love this stuff. And then also too, if you could subscribe, this is my first tutorial. Let me know how it is. And then on top of that too, let me know if you want to see more. I have some other scrunchies with scalloped edges. I do one that has this really cute tie to give you like a tied ribbon look to your scrunchie. And I've got some other patterns and things. You guys can purchase scrunchies for your family, your friends. If you can't make them, you can go to my Etsy shop, Sunshine Stitch Studio at Etsy. I'll link that in the description box below. And I'll also link my Instagram and our Facebook page. And if you guys have any questions or any kind of tips and tricks, anything you want me to know, message me. Shoot me a message, an email, anything at all. And I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks.